x plus 2 is equal to 5. This is a linear equation in one variable. We can straight away find the solution as x is equal to 3. But let's say we have the equation x plus y is equal to 5. This is a linear equation in two variables. So we have to find the values for x and y. Here we can say when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 5 is a valid solution for this equation. Similarly, we can also have x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. And here are some more possible solutions. All of this satisfy the equation x plus y is equal to 5. So for this equation, we can have infinite solutions. Now let's say we have one more equation x minus y is equal to 1. From all these possible values, we have only this set which satisfies the second equation. So to find out the values of two unknown variables, we need to have two linear equations in those two variables. These will be called simultaneous linear equations. There are different techniques to solve these equations. This video will deal with substitution method. Let's understand with some examples. As the first example, let's solve the same equations. X plus y is equal to 5 and x minus y is equal to 1. Let this be the first equation and this one be the second equation. Let's take the second equation x minus y is equal to 1. From here, we can write x is equal to y plus 1. We'll substitute this value of x in the other equation x plus y is equal to 5. And that's why the method is called as the substitution method. Write one of the variables in terms of the other variable and substitute it in the equation. Here we have x plus y is equal to 5. Y plus 1 plus y is equal to 5. What we have now is a linear equation in one variable. Y plus y is equal to 5 minus 1. 2y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. But we are not done yet. We need to find the value of x as well. Let's substitute y is equal to 2 in one of the equations. X plus y is equal to 5. X plus 2 is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5 minus 2, which is 3. So the solution is x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. Before moving to the next example, let's quickly check if our answer is correct. For that, let's take both the equations. X plus y is equal to 5. Using the values, we have 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, which is mathematically correct. The second equation becomes 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, which is also correct. And that means our solution is right. Next example. 5a minus 2b is equal to 17 and 3a plus b is equal to 8. Let's name this as equation 1 and this one as 2. We'll take the second equation. 3a plus b is equal to 8. From here, b is equal to 8 minus 3a. We'll substitute this in the place of b in equation 1. So we have 5a minus 2 into 8 minus 3a is equal to 17. 5a minus 16 plus 6a is equal to 17. Combining the like terms together, we have 5a plus 6a is equal to 17 plus 16. So 11a is equal to 33 or a is equal to 3. Now we'll substitute this value of a in one of the equations. We'll take the second equation. 3a plus b is equal to 8. 3 into 3 plus b is equal to 8. So b is equal to 8 minus 9, which is minus 1. A is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1 is our solution. But we need to check the answer here. And we'll do it using both the equations. First equation, we have 5 into 3 minus 2 into minus 1 is equal to 17. 15 plus 2 is equal to 17, which is mathematically correct. Next equation, 3a plus b is equal to 8. 3 into 3 plus minus 1 is equal to 8. 9 minus 1 is equal to 8 is again mathematically correct. So our solution is right. Now, if you ask if this is the only way to solve these equations, the answer is no. In this solution, we used the second equation first, expressed b in terms of a and substituted it in the first equation. Now what if you wanted to express a in terms of b and substitute? Let's try that as well. Taking the second equation, 3a plus b is equal to 8. 3a is equal to 8 minus b. So a is equal to 8 minus b divided by 3. Since we used the second equation to write this expression, we have to substitute this value of a in the first equation. So we now have 5 into 8 minus b divided by 3 minus 2b is equal to 17. Simplifying it further, we get 40 minus 5b minus 6b the whole divided by 3 is equal to 17. So 40 minus 11b is 3 into 17, which is 51. From here, minus 11b is equal to 51 minus 40. Minus 11b is equal to 11 and b is equal to 11 divided by minus 11, which is minus 1. We'll use this value in one of the equations to find a. Let's use the second equation. What we have is 3a minus 1 is equal to 8. 3a is equal to 8 plus 1, which is 9. So a is equal to 3. We can see that this is the same solution we got earlier. But since this method involved fractions, you need to be extra careful to arrive at the right answer. In a similar manner, you could use the first equation to write b in terms of a, or you could also find a in terms of b and continue the remaining process. In all these methods, you will still arrive at the exact same correct answer. Whichever option you use, make sure to check your answer at the end.